All right, y'all. How's it going? We're on season one, episode one of BoJack Horseman, our podcast slash YouTube video where we watch BoJack Horseman and kind of analyze what's going on in the show. So,
Really
hope you
try to give
enjoy.
you a good breakdown of hopefully all the characters throughout the season and sort of watch them develop. This is actually going to be my fourth time trying the first episode due to technical difficulties and bullshit.
It's only my second time.
Past, but let's give it a shot.
Let's go.
In 1987, situation comedy Horsing Around premiered on ABC. The show, in which a young bachelor horse is forced to reevaluate his priorities when he agrees to raise 3 human children, was initially dismissed by critics as fraud and not good. But the family comedy struck a chord with America and went on to air for 9 seasons. The star of Horsing Around, BoJack Horseman, is our guest tonight. Welcome, BoJack.
It is
Don't let
good
you
to
share
be here,
this
Charlie.
thing.
Sorry I was late. The traffic.
It's really no problem.
I parked in a handicap spot. I hope that's okay.
You parked in
I'm
a...
sorry, disabled spot. Is that the proper nomenclature?
Maybe you should move the car.
No, I don't think I should drive right now. I'm incredibly drunk.
You're telling me that you're drunk right now?
Is it just me or am I nailing this interview? I kind of feel like I'm nailing it.
Yes. Anyway, we were talking about Horsing Around. To what do you attribute the show's wide appeal?
Charlie, listen, you know...
Okay, so what?
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Like, at least BoJack's honest. Like, he's very blatantly, yeah, man, like, I shouldn't drive. I'm drunk right now.
I mean,
And the
he
dude's
didn't
just
even
like,
give
"Wait, what?"
the dude any chance to say anything. He was just.
I mean, he's kind of a
offensive,
salesman
like-
in that a little bit though, you know. Like he's just like doesn't stop, doesn't care. Like and then the dude is just like, okay, whatever, continues on, acts like it's normal. Honestly,
Everything he said about himself has been so trash, though, and I don't think he's realized any of it. Like,
true.
parked in a handicap spot, I'm incredibly drunk. Like,
No, I mean he's
nailing
definitely
this
being an ass.
interview.
No, he's definitely being an asshole in my opinion. He
I
knows
don't
where he's
even think he
going.
does it on purpose, though. Well, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I think he does. Maybe we'll find out.
He asked if he was nailing the interview, though. I feel like
I know that it's very
He's
hip
just an
these days to
asshole,
shit
so
all
he
over
didn't
horsing
realize.
around, but at the time I can tell you, is it okay to say shit?
Please don't.
I think the show's actually pretty solid for what it is. It's not Ibsen, sure, but look, for a lot of people, life is just one long hard kick in the urethra. And sometimes when you get home from a long day of getting kicked in the urethra, you just want to watch a show about good, likable people who love each other. Where, you know, no matter what happens, at the end of 30 minutes, everything's going to turn out okay. You know, because in real life, did I already say the thing about the urethra?
Oh, well, let's talk about real life. What have you been doing since the show's canceled?
So he actually totally had like a pretty solid point. Maybe I don't know. Like he's definitely taken the time to try to analyze like why did this show become so successful, and he's thought about like the greater meaning behind it.
if that meaning's accurate at all.
If.
Like, I doubt that's why people wanted to watch the show. It'd probably just mindlessly something on that makes them laugh. Like, it's
True.
not like the
It's
reason
not like
people
they're-
watch sitcoms today is
Yeah.
because of
I mean, it's just like an
that
interesting outtake.
one long kick in the urethra. Like, what a, I don't know, he's just a
It's
fucking
very
pessimist.
pessimistic viewpoint. But I think
Yeah.
that like, yeah. The reporter also kind of just like ignores that as well, though. He just continues on with his questioning.
Cancellation 18 years ago.
That's a great question, Charlie.
Another minor sales tactic, though. He said like he agreed with him, and he was like, I completely agree. Like, and then he tried to use that as like a way to like think about something to say, and he just couldn't.
No, he said, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no idea. I just found one of my banana chunks and I forgot it was in there and it surprised me. I said, what is this in my mouth?
All right. And most of y'all, I don't know, a lot of people watch BoJack Horseman, so maybe you have or haven't watched this show, but if you haven't, pretty clear by now that BoJack is obviously an alcoholic. In the intro, he's basically just like, it's just like flowing through scenes of his life, and he's just like staring at the camera the whole time, and his eyes just get like more and more bloodshot till eventually it's just like passed out, and he's just like clearly just like going through life drunk like all the time.
It's also incredibly important to note that he is an actual horse. BoJack Horseman is a horse. I
He
mean,
just
look up
talks.
a picture for him, like, as best, but, like, imagine Martha speaks, but a horse. Like, I don't know, just any animation. And a lot of the characters are. They anthropomorphize
A lot, yeah.
to highlight personality traits, I think.
Mm-hmm.
In the case of 1-year-old Phoenix, you are the father.
Morning, sunshine. Why so gloomy, Ruby?
First of all, we're not roommates. You
Turn
are
it
my
back
house
up.
guest.
Well, we don't need to put labels on
Pause it.
things.
You sleep up.
I just thought it was funny we were talking about that, and like once again, if you haven't seen the show, the little bit in the background was like, you like are the father, and there was like a turtle, and his head just like went inside the shell, so just like pointing out like how just like random ways they do that, like, you know, it's like the timid father who's
Oh, shit. I don't want to be here
On my
right now.
couch and you don't
Yeah.
pay rent. I've had tapeworms that were less parasitic. I don't even remember why I let you stay with me in the first place.
Because my parents kicked me out and I had nowhere to go, and even though you don't want anyone to know it, you secretly have a good heart.
You told me they didn't approve of your alternative lifestyle. Thought you were like a troubled gate.
The blender that he was just wearing over top is like a mixture of vodka and pills. Like, I don't know what kind. Did it say what kind?
I don't know.
But that's his breakfast.
Teen or something. I didn't realize by alternative lifestyle that you meant you were lazy.
That's on you for making assumptions. Also, if you're looking for the toaster strudels, I got really high last night and ate them all. Did you say you've had tapeworms?
Thanks for
Okay,
meeting me.
point out,
We
I
would have
got- I
invited you to
pointed
my
out
office,
again
but the
the,
electric company shut off our power.
Another
Just an issue with the bank and the lack of money in
There's
the
a couple of
As you
homeless
know,
people who are
Penguin is very
raccoons who are like
eager
digging
to
out of the
publish your
garbage.
memoirs, but he
It's
keeps
like
the
funny
secrets
because everyone
in
knows
clients.
I
that
know,
like
and I'm
raccoons
sorry,
take
but I am
shit
making
out of the
great
garbage.
progress.
So, and then, so the person that BoJack is meeting with is a penguin, and it's like a publishing company, and I'm not really sure exactly how that ties into it yet. So I guess we'll figure out.
Well, he's having a talk with him at a
BoJack
dining
Horseman, the
Mhm.
BoJack Horseman story. Written by BoJack
hall. I
Horseman.
guess a restaurant.
Chapter 1. Chapter 1. What?
Full day
Look, we
goes
really
by.
need a bestseller here at Penguin. Things are not that great for me money-wise.
Aren't you an editor at a major publishing house?
Maybe it's 'cause they're sliding
publishing house.
down.
When was the
Pretty
last time
bad.
you saw a book?
I thought I saw someone reading one at the park the other day.
Probably.
And it turned out it was a takeout menu.
Whenever you're ready.
You are not allowed to
We're
slide
living month to
down.
month here.
I know.
We're kind of counting on your autobiography to save the company. No pressure.
That's actually a lot of pressure.
Have you considered working with a ghostwriter?
No, thank you. Look, just give me one more week, and I will give you some pages that'll knock your ass back to the South Pole.
I'm from Cincinnati. That doesn't matter. I'll call you in a week.
Yes, 1 week. I'm telling you, this book is a top priority for me.
1 week later.
Oh, right.
Yeah, just completely
You're wearing
ignored
that
the
to the
call.
prom.
What? You don't think it's cute?
Nay way, Jose. Nay way, Jose.
Sitting there with a bottle of beer, watching reruns of his own show.
I
Damn.
improvised that line. I mean, it was written, but I gave it the old BoJack spin.
Hey, how many times have you watched this episode?
Yeah, but you get it though? Because nay means no, but it's also a thing that horses say. It works on every level.
I get it.
Ah, you don't get it.
BoJack is such an irritating character.
Yo, this is like one of the funniest things about recording this with Levi is it was 100% his idea to do it, and he picked BoJack Horseman to do it, and he just fucking hates the main character low key. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's a lot of really interesting like dynamic between the characters. They're all very well built out. Like they have deep characters that
Yeah.
interact in fun
Oh.
ways, and that's kind of why I like this show for this. But yeah, I don't like BoJack Horseman.
He likes the show. He just doesn't like the character itself. It's just funny because I do.
Now we got
It's just a bit.
family.
Yeah,
We
he
were
is.
lost, and now we're found, and we're horsing around.
Are you drunk?
Todd, I weigh over 1,200 pounds. It takes a lot of beer to get me drunk. Yes.
Yeah.
There's just
actually, we
shit
just
ton
bought
of beer
this
bottles
Princess
like
Carolyn
everywhere
Duncan
across the
last
apartment.
Bojack, we need to talk.
Hey, check out the rug on that guy.
Slow and steady, am I right?
Sometimes he is excessively annoying though.
Yeah. And he's talking to Caroline right now, who is a cat.
Ha-cha-cha. Who does he think he's fooling? Turtles don't have hair.
Stop embarrassing me. That is Lenny Turtletop.
You know, I am not crazy about the bread here. Why not keep eating it?
Bojack, can you please just listen for a second?
You have my undivided attention.
I think we should see other people.
Were we not seeing other people?
Hmm.
Shut up. Now that's a horse of a different cruller. Oh.
Oh my god, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
See, sometimes BoJack is just fucking weird. Like he's fucking this bitch, and she's like riding him. Sorry, should I don't know. Fuck it, whatever. But yeah, he's fucking this chick, and like she's riding him, and like then he's just like, hold on, move over, and it's like to watch the TV of like his own show.
Of his own show, and he just comes as he says his closing line. Oh.
Like goddamn, like that's fucking weird, dude.
Bojack!
What? Everyone gets a mulligan. My mulligan was Carrie Mulligan. I'm kidding. Jeez. It's Emily Mortimer. What is
She's
the
pretty cute,
problem
though.
here? Are you
Yeah,
embarrassed
that's
of me
pretty
because
animated
I has been? Because you know that I'm writing that book that is going to make everybody love me again.
You're not really writing a book.
Well, I already spent my advance, so that's a first step.
Look, this has been a lot of fun, but I need to start
And shit like that. Like, that's so dumb.
thinking about my future. I mean, you don't even respect me enough to have a baby with me.
Whoa, what? I never explicitly said that.
You said it with your actions.
What actions?
Oh, look at that baby! Isn't he the cutest baby you ever saw?
What? 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 No, no, what?
Just threw the baby carriage down on
Well,
its
he
side.
tipped it over. Like, he
Yeah.
just tipped over the baby carriage right beside him and then took off running in the opposite direction. Was like, what? No. Like, yeah. Damn. That's funny.
Into an intersection, and it sounds like he might have just stolen a car and then crashed the car.
Vehicle, sir! No, misunderstanding, officer. I was running away from my girlfriend, whom I don't respect enough to have a baby with.
Hey, aren't you the horse from horsing around?
Oh, face it,
Yeah,
you're
then
afraid
you
of
heard that.
commitment.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of commitment. I commit to things all the time. It's the following through on that commitment that I take issue with.
Hey, stupid, isn't that your friend?
Yeah,
Damn.
I think that's
Pretty solid point. I think a lot of people
treats a lot
do
of
that.
people actually. Yeah.
I don't know. I have a hard time with that sometimes. Like, it's easy to commit to something and
And
to
then
stick
just-
with that commitment.
Yeah, that's how frequently do people? Isn't it like well, greater than 90% of all New Year's resolutions don't get met? I would imagine that it's actually like over 95. I don't know what its
Something like
odds
that,
are,
it's
but
Bro, that's kind of like iconic because if you think about like 90% of new businesses fail. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like a correlation between those two numbers. Like, if like the same reason 90% of new businesses fail is the same reason that
Because people can't
90%
follow
of
through.
like that because like just like a problem to have like the 10% of people that can follow through on their resolutions like are the people that like can successfully start like their own business.
I don't know. I'm gonna look up.
I mean, I'm not saying that that's true at all. I'm
Yeah,
saying it could be an
I
interesting
mean,
correlation.
what percent of New Year's resolutions are kept? Oh, didn't catch that. You bitch. What percent of resolutions are kept? Study.
According to AARP,
Ooh.
studies show more than half of us, somewhere between 40 and 60%, make New Year's resolutions.
Incredibly, just 9% of us succeeded keeping them.
But is that 90% of the 60%? I'm assuming.
Ah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, that's not 9% of the total, that's 9% of the 60% who made it. So, like,
That's
it's a-
greater than. That's actually pretty decent. That's surprising.
well, it's like 10%, like I said. Like, that's not that. That just means that, like,
Well, that would be 20% of people that made them.
well, no, what I'm saying is it's 9% of us succeeded at keeping them. But, like, that's probably, like, that 9% is probably of the total percentage of people who made them.
Yeah, you're right.
And over there?
Oh, Mr. Peanut Butter? God, I hope he doesn't see us.
Alright, hold on. Mr. Peanut Butter is a golden retriever. So, his personality is very reflective of a golden retriever at times. You'll see.
Oh, jeez, here we go.
Mr. Peanut Butter and BoJack Horseman in the same room. What is this? A crossover episode?
You know, that gets funnier every time.
You're being sarcastic, but I think it does actually get funnier every time.
We're actually in the middle of breaking up right now, so if you could just...
Yeah? You're in the middle of it?
Yeah, that's right.
So would it be awkward if I joined you right now?
Yes, actually, it's very awkward. Is that not clear?
Yeah, is this awkward right now?
Yes,
He
please.
grabs a
please.
chair.
How are you, Mr. Peanut Butter?
Living the dream, PC. Living the dream.
Why aren't you making conversation?
Oh, let's see. It's the English word. It's called being polite, BoJack.
But am I crazy that this is a bad time?
Oh, is it Clydesdale? Never a Clyde, eh, BoJack?
What?
You'll get that one later, man. Erica! Get out of here with that.
Would it kill
See,
you
hold
to
on,
be civil?
pause it. So this is also something I think that you should take into account for in BoJack's defense, is that these are like the type of people he deals with sometimes, like completely irrational. Like they both basically treat him like he's the weird one, when like very very clearly like he tried to politely tell Mr. Peanut Butter that it wasn't a good time and that he needed to like go away. And like bro, like he's trying to break up with his girl, like they're breaking up. Or
He's getting broken up
He's
with.
getting broken up with, like, and he's still like remaining calm enough to be like, dude, like what? And then she just like talks to him like nothing's happening, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, so it's one of those like, if he is a dick, sometimes I feel like you have to take into account that
She's
like,
probably thought about
these
that
are
for a
the
while, so
people
it's
that-
probably not as big of a deal to her as it is to him. This is like brand new information, and yeah, I mean, he is totally right about Mr. Peanut Butter though. But like, whatever. At that point, from Caroline's position, how do you diffuse that? Are you just gonna be like, God damn it, BoJack!
No,
like, see,
like,
this is
that's
why we're
when
doing
you-
this. Like, you're being
I
such
mean,
an asshole. Or are you just gonna be like, Hey, Mr. Peanut Butter, how are you doing?
or you could just be like, Mr. Peanut Butter, like, I'd love to talk to you later. Like, I don't know, like.
Either
kinda-
way, she's going to disagree with BoJack. Like, they're breaking up. Like, I feel like that's kind of gonna be her move.
I don't know.
And
Well,
do that
this
by
is why
either
we're breaking
bitching
up.
to
So
him
it's
or
not because
doing
of
what
the
she
thing with
did.
the baby?
It's because of a lot of things. Waiter, could we please have the check? Thank you.
We haven't even ordered yet.
I have wasted so many dinners on you, BoJack Horseman. I don't know how you can expect anyone else to love you when you so clearly hate yourself.
There you go.
Let me see that.
Yeah, I mean, okay, that statue of the elephant peeing into a crocodile's mouth. Definitely never noticed that.
Yeah, what the fuck? Rules. Also, there's 4 people standing outside and they're all like pigeons. So that leaves service.
What was I just about to say? It
It's
was
like
about...
the elephant peeing into the crocodile.
No, it was Caroline saying that no one would ever love him when he so clearly hates himself. I mean, I think a lot of people would kind of get that impression. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. from the way he lives at home, it doesn't seem so much like it, but the way he interacts with other people does.
Yeah.
$10 for bread!
And all the
I don't
pigeons
want to
flew
live in
away.
a society where the pre-meal bread isn't free.
It is free if you order a meal.
Can you take me home, please?
Yeah, but I didn't even eat that much bread. What did I have? I must have had
You ate 9 baskets, sir.
Damn.
9. Really? Great. Now I'm gonna feel like a fat ass all week. You see me, Nick.
And so fucking vain, too. I just accidentally clicked through that instead of paused, but
I don't want to live in a society where the pre-meal bread isn't
listen
free.
to
It
this.
is free
Yeah.
if you order
Makes it
a
about
meal.
Can you
himself.
take me home, please?
Yeah, but I didn't even eat that much bread. What did I have? I must have had
bread. Like, I'm still gonna continue to make a scene
Nine.
where there clearly
Really?
doesn't need to be a
Great. Now I'm gonna
scene.
feel like a fat
I
ass all
ate
week.
9 baskets. Great. Now I'm gonna feel like a fat ass all week. Just never lets it be about him and the fact that, like, he's wrong in any way, shape, or form.
You see me naked. Do you think I'm getting chubby?
You want to know the real reason we're breaking up?
What was that? Sorry, couldn't hear you over the sound of my calories not metabolizing.
This is so classic you. You're using this bread thing to avoid talking about our relationship.
No, that is definitely not happening.
I'd like to
Yeah.
go home now.
You think I'm fat? So yeah, technically I was dumped, but
So either he was still really on the fat thing so much that, like, he just clearly doesn't give a fuck about what she has to say, or he was doing exactly what she said.
No, I agree with her. I think she
Yeah.
like has them nailed down. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just refuses to admit it.
the real headline of the evening was "Dumb guy eats bread, gets fat." The end.
Then
What
he's still on it
kind of
with
headline is
Todd.
that?
Wasn't there pizza here a second ago? God damn it! Stop the
But
presses.
that's just his way
You're
to
not
make an
fat.
excuse outside
Hey,
of it.
let's throw a party. That'll cheer you up.
No, it won't. It'll cheer you up. I'll stand in the corner by myself eating cotton candy till I barf like I did at your last party.
Hey, aren't you the horse from Horsing Around?
Aw.
No.
Threw a cotton candy right on that
Hey,
dude's
didn't we get a
face.
cotton candy machine
Didn't
for
even
that
try
party?
to look away.
Who told you
Oh,
Princess
dude,
Carolyn
I
and I
still
broke up?
She did.
What?
You never took me
Do you
home,
have
jerk.
more?
Oh, everything's my fault.
Take me home.
Okay, jeez.
oh, it's the same
I'm not
night,
looking
dude.
for parking in Silver Lake. I'll slow the car down to a crawl and you can duck and roll.
You know what? You can take a last look at this face because it's the last time you're gonna see it.
Yeah.
He literally just pushed her out, but she's a cat, so she landed on her
Yeah.
like fall forward.
for you.
Okay.
BoJack.
Oh my god, we just broke up.
Yeah, but I'm still your agent. I pride myself on my ability to separate my professional life from my personal life.
Great. Then, as my agent, do you think I'm getting fat?
No way. You are in the prime of your life. Never looked better.
What about as my ex-girlfriend?
You look like a pile of crap, ate a second pile of crap, and then crapped out a third pile of crap.
Wait. So, which pile of crap do I look like?
The third one.
What? That's the worst one.
I'm not calling you as your ex. I'm calling you as your agent. Remember that book you're pretending to write? Well, Penguin wants an update on your progress. Does Tuesday work for you? Or are you going to be too busy this week masturbating to old pictures of yourself?
I told you that's not what was happening that time. I was masturbating to what the picture represented. You walked in and...
Oh, okay. That's still weird.
It's just like a very vain, like very narcissistic, like to a pretty extreme degree. I think it's mostly what it is.
I don't know. That's weird. But,
The worst possible moment.
So, Tuesday, though?
Yes, fine.
You don't have anything?
Hey, you got the electricity back. Good for you.
This company is in dire straits. We made it.
Penguin just threw itself off of the roof and
We saw him like fly down, or like fall down past the window.
yeah, he clearly just committed suicide, and Mr. Penguin just looked at it and went back to his conversation
I
with
think he's about
BoJack.
to like close
Series
the
of very
blinds.
bad
He
and
closes
Yeah.
the
young
blinds.
adult franchise
so that you
focused
can't
swamp
see out the
monsters of
window anymore.
Malibu.
No.
Then why did we spend $20 million on marketing?
Damn, 20 million?
It's okay, Pinky. Go to your happy place. Look, I know
See,
you're
this
busy
dude also
guy.
just
Actually,
clearly
I
made some
am a
bad
busy
business
guy. I live in-
decisions.
Yeah, and was using, I don't know, like, that's clearly not a good use of $20 million.
Yeah. Sure.
very active
Well,
lifestyle.
I don't know how the fuck you have to market. All big businesses do it, and old marketing especially, like non-targeted, just TV commercials and bullshit. Probably.
It could be really expensive.
Can I just stay home with you?
I know kindergarten is scary, but you're a big girl now, and you have to be brave.
Okay, Daddy.
Wait, did you just call me Daddy? Little Sabrina grew up right before our eyes, right, Todd? Todd? Todd!
What?
Did Sabrina grow up before our eyes?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're tired of waiting. We're hiring you a ghostwriter.
Diane Nugent?
She's great. And she's got a thing for horses. Check this out.
Hey, Secretariat. You know, I always wanted to play Secretariat in a movie. He's kind of my personal hero. Could never get the project off the ground, though. I mean, there was this one time I came close in the 90s, but then those Prefontaine movies came out, and people got tired of seeing him running on screen.
Don't tell me, tell her.
She's cute.
Call her. That's a loan, by the way. We can't afford to be giving out free books to people. But you can take anything you want from the Swamp Monster swag box.
Oh, God, I'm a failure.
Oh, you're not a failure.
Why did I say I could write a book?
Because you have an amazing story to tell. Relax.
Relax. Easy.
I think that was kind of funny that they have all that Swamp Monster swag. I wonder if that's because they bought that as some promotional thing and it's just sitting there because they have a bunch of extra,
Right.
or
It's like a failed project or something.
or if it's literally just it costs them like $5 or $6 to make a book and it costs them 20 cents to get all of those. So that's what they give away instead.
Yeah.
For you to say you hippie, you've never had a day of stress in your life.
Ow, why?
And that's for trying to sell E on the cartel's
He's
turf.
fucking tied up in a chair,
where's
like
Gabriella?
with his like legs and body and arms all tied up, and he just got punched in the face. So
By a dude as a rhino.
He said to be with her husband.
What? No! Gabriella, why?
Oh? We were talking about me. Can you try to focus for like a second?
We were talking about me. It's so fucking vain.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You were saying?
Never should have signed this book deal.
you know, he
my
basically
problem is
has
I can't
like
say no to
Todd
people
living
because I want everyone to like me.
Like it's pretty clear.
You want everyone to like you.
Yeah, why? Do people not like me?
Oh.
2 minutes later is what it said.
What were we talking about?
I can see the headline now. Stupid Bojack writes a stupid book about his stupid life, comma, nobody cares.
What newspapers are you reading?
Hey, why don't you just let that lady write your book and be done with it?
Better question, why are you in my kitchen?
I'm making breakfast. We had sex last night, dummy.
Ugh, I really gotta start putting my phone on airplane mode when I drink. This lady probably thinks I'm just some dumb sitcom actor. I hate her and her stupid, impossible to pronounce last name. Naguya
You haven't even met her. Give her a chance. Oh, you should invite her to the party.
What party? Why are you so obsessed with throwing a party all of a sudden?
Do you know how much money we lost because of you? I can't even afford a hall now for my daughter's 15th birthday. And now I got 100 guests coming and nowhere to put them. You owe me a party, cabron. And if you don't deliver...
Because parties are fun?
This book is really important to me. I don't want to just hand it off to some...
Damn.
Yeah, no, like so his face got pounded in a bunch more, and the dude pulls out a gun, and then this shows that Todd has a partner with a bag over their head, and just like you clearly see like the blood splatter like onto Todd's face. Like, damn.
I mean,
Dramatic.
it wasn't necessarily a partner. It could have just been any other random person that they had.
Yeah,
felt
or
like
someone.
that,
But he still just saw him blow someone's head.
But yeah.
Felt the blood splatter his face. Like, that's pretty dramatic.
stranger.
If it's so important, why have you written literally nothing in a year and a half?
It's too much pressure. This book is my one shot at preserving my legacy. I'm a joke. And if this book isn't good, I'm gonna be a joke forever. Everyone thinks that I'm just this washed up hack, but actually... Oh God. Actually, what if they're right? I can't breathe. Am I dying? Toast. I smell burning toast.
Oh my god, my toast!
Oh my god, my toast!
On my grave, I wanted to say that I was born in 1975.
No one's gonna believe.
So he threw himself on the ground. It's just having a complete, I don't know if it's an over, like, just making a scene, or if he actually is having a mild panic attack from realizing that he's so washed up has-been.
Damn it, can't you respect a dying man's wish?
You're not dying.
Well, we did everything we could. Nurse, record the time of death. It doesn't get easier. It never gets easier.
Damn.
What do you mean? He's dead.
That's right, sweetheart. He died of a broken heart because you didn't appreciate him enough. And now he's gone forever.
We might have gone too dark.
Bro. That was terrible.
Yeah,
You can't just say that to a kid.
it's pretty bad.
Mark on that series finale.
I'm required to hand you over to the Child Protective Services. You're the state's problem now.
You're the state's problem now? Bro.
Dude, that's savage.
Ouch. Ruin that girl's life. Ding.
Do you just take those DVDs with you everywhere you go?
Linus walked around with a blanket. No one gave him shit for it.
How long is that doctor going to take? I have a meeting with another client at 3.
You have other clients?
No, I make a living off you sitting on your ass all day.
Are your other clients more talented than I am? Your silence speaks volumes.
That was my intention.
Well, Bojack, it looks like what you experienced was a mild anxiety attack.
Jesus, if that's mild, I don't want to know what spicy feels like. Too smart for the room? It was a salsa joke, people.
You've been overstressed. I need you to take it easy.
Take it easy. Are you kidding? He doesn't have a job. He has no real responsibilities. He doesn't do anything but take it easy.
Yeah, so I would 100% agree with Caroline.
Can you take it even easier?
I can try.
I don't know about that.
He needs to fucking stop drinking.
Yeah, I mean, clearly being active would be a huge benefit in his life. And that, I don't know, if I had a doctor give somebody advice like that in a situation like that, but I would not trust anything they said.
Doctor, I can try.
This book deal is obviously stressing you out. Will you just call the ghostwriter already?
What, you want me to call this woman on the phone?
Well, you just had another anxiety attack.
And Entertainment Weekly said I wasn't consistent. Really, not even a pity laugh? I did almost die.
I have to check on some other patients.
You have other patients?
Bojack,
You
let's
have other
have a
patients?
party. Okay, I'll organize a whole thing. You can invite the ghostwriter and have a nice, casual conversation in a fun, pressure-free environment.
Okay, fine, we'll have a party.
Oh, thank God.
But we're not getting a cotton candy machine. I can't control myself around those things.
I totally hear what you were saying, and I will do my best.
Está llegando ya la gente a celebrar. Llegan contentos porque van a disfrutar.
How long ago do you think that he got in trouble with that Mexican, the Rhino Butler dude? Because, like, is that the reason that he wound up at Bojack's, or...
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, Todd is throwing this party at Bojack's as an excuse to throw this little girl's quinceanera here.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, how long has he been living with Bojack at this point?
Oh, a while, I think. Like, I don't think he's living...
So how did he get involved in selling E on their turf while he was living at Bojack's house?
I don't know, maybe Bojack's house is on their turf.
Maybe.
Yeah. Bojack knows a lot of people and does a lot of drugs too, so maybe, like, Bojack, like, met Todd because he was his dealer or something.
Maybe.
Like, sold him party drugs. Who knows?
Senor Horseman, I will never forget your generosity today. You have made a powerful ally. for life. Mwah. Let's dance.
God, who was that guy? Who are all these people?
Oh, just a variety of folks from all walks of life.
Is this a quinceañera?
Oh,
Eating so much cotton candy, just ate an entire.
Dude, I feel that though. I
bagful.
love cotton candy so much, and it's the type of thing that if I just had like a free cotton candy machine and could just eat it, I feel like I'd have a hard time stopping. Like I genuinely do. Like I love candy a lot. Like
Yeah,
fresh cotton candy is so good, dude. Oh my god, I love fresh cotton candy. Like, God, I could see myself eating so much cotton candy if I had a cotton candy machine. I could just like
Just
whip
get
out
fat.
a shit ton of it. Like, nah, just a shit ton of sugar basically, but
yeah.
be worth it.
Dude, I remember at some family reunion or something, we had all got like candy necklaces and like, yeah, I don't know how fucking fast yours was gone, but like I had hardly eaten anything off of mine and there was like nothing left. It's like, what?
I was just like shredded through that candy, dude. I don't know. It was, I don't know, like we ate super, I wasn't gonna slide, yeah. I grew up eating super healthy, like all the time, and our mom really kind of restricted the amount of sugar we were like supposed to have. So I just kind of like, I don't know, like I really, really liked candy, and so when I got the chance to eat it, I would fucking go ham.
I don't know. I think I always had candy like available, but I hardly ever ate it. It would go from Halloween to Easter and Easter to Halloween, and then I'd just get rid of. Well, my mom would want to get rid of candy from the last holiday, so I hadn't finished it by the next candy one. Like I really just didn't eat it unless if somebody like.
so any party with
hands it to
Mexican
me.
teenage girls is a quinceañera. Now who's racist?
It's your quinceañera, Christina. She is
I
hitting a
find that
piñata
pinata
around.
offensive.
If you'll excuse me, I have a Virgin of Guadalupe pendant to present.
Oh, but Todd did not even remotely promise to not have a cotton candy machine there, but it
He
was
said he
Bojack's
would.
only request.
He said he would try his best, and think about it, he's not gonna tell this mob boss, no, you can't have their candy machine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he would just, Todd is worried he's gonna get shot. He can't tell this dude anything. Like, he might have tried. He might have said, like, hey, is there any way we can not go anything?
Oh, good lord.
My daughter loves that.
Hey, Mr. Peanut Butter.
Can you believe this? The two of us in the same house? Is this a crossover episode? No, I'm just kidding around, man. Seriously, though, how are you?
Yeah, that's dumb though. And like Bojack said earlier, like
He
it's
clearly used the same joke, just
like every time that they see each other. Is this a crossover episode?
yeah.
Well, I've been kind of out.
Living the dream, huh? Yeah. Hey, we'll catch up later, right? I
He
want to
completely
talk
ignores
to
what
you.
he says.
Erica!
And
How are
just
you looking
off to
so
the next
beautiful? I'm
person.
furious.
He had no intention of that being a real conversation. He was just trying to meet as many people as he could while he was at the party.
Yeah.
I mean, people do that all the time, though. If you walk up to someone and you ask, "How are you doing?" and then they give you something other than like a good, all right, whatever. Like, if they start going on a whole thing, they're like, "Oh, that's great, yeah." Continue on their way.
Yeah.
Not gonna make a real
You know,
conversation.
people don't expect you to answer it either. It's just like a greeting. Like, how are you?
Yeah.
Hey,
You surprise
Bojack,
people who answer.
right? Bojack Horseman?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to mispronounce your name.
It's Diane.
Oh, Diane.
Thanks for inviting me to your party. Sorry I haven't really been mingling. I get kind of awkward at parties.
Have you tried alcohol?
I don't know. Parties make me anxious in a real broad sense. Like, look at that guy. He's having fun. Why haven't I figured it out?
What guy?
No, there's no guy there. I'm just saying, like, a guy, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's something I think a lot of people do too, is they make up situations in their mind that haven't even
Actually happened yet.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they don't do something, but it's because they're in their mind. They're just seeing like this negative reaction of it. I've definitely seen people do that before too. Just like have like negative thoughts and shit. They just see all the negative and stuff, and they're like not happy because all they do is focus on like the negative what ifs.
Yeah. And even as the situation is playing through, like clearly she made it here, and now she's not even looking at any one person in particular, just kind of standing off to the side thinking, wow, that person's having fun. She doesn't know the person minds. Keeping herself excluded from it, so.
Yeah.
Probably just overthinking it because I never got the practice because I didn't get invited to any parties in high school. What am I talking about?
I mean, that could be it too. Antisocial and knows that she's not as social as everybody else that's probably there, so that's like
Lack of confidence
self-perpetuating.
and it's the yeah. And then she's aware of it though, which is kind of worse because then she just like knows that it's a problem but doesn't know how to fix it, so she just continues on being a problem.
Yeah.
I think that she's also just trying to open up to Bojack, just because like sometimes when you open up to people, they're more willing to open up back to you.
Yep.
So
She's the Ghost Rider.
so it just might be all like a tactical, like psychological ploy.
Yeah.
You don't care about any of that. Shut up, Diane. You're at a party. Compliment the host. You have a lovely...
And then she runs through
All her
normal
stuff,
social
like-
paradigms in her mind, like compliment the host. You
But
have
she,
a
like,
lovely
Does
party.
it all like out loud, so it's kind of funny.
Speak out loud a lot.
Yeah, no, I do too. People look at me kind of weird for it though. Like if you like genuinely just like having like talking to yourself out loud, like people genuinely kind of look weird. What?
Sometimes, well, when I was young, I just talked all the time. That's how my mom knew where I was in like the woods when we were mushroom hunting or in stores, because I would just kind of follow them around instead of
Mhm.
being up beside them all the time. As long as I could hear you chit-chatting away, like I knew you were still there. I don't know, and with siblings or classmates and whatnot, I can remember a couple of times when people would ask me, like, who are you talking to? And I'd kind of stop and be like, whoever's listening, I guess.
Lulz, that's funny.
Home.
Yeah, well, you're gonna throw away most of your adult life on some dumb sitcom. You might as well get a sweet house out of the deal, right?
So, what are you working on these days?
Mostly I just sit around the house and complain about things.
Yeah? How's that working out for you?
I can't complain. So.
At least he's honest about what he does.
I mostly just sit around the house and complain about things. How's that going for you?
See, that's why I kind of like BoJack though, is because even if he is a dick, sometimes he's always very blatantly honest. Like, sometimes ridiculous, but
Yeah.
Not have sex with you. This girl wants me to have sex with her. No, I'm just kidding around. You're a good sport.
Yeah, you know who that is?
Mr. Peanut Butter?
Yeah, he was on that show, Mr. Peanut
Yeah.
Butter's House, about the dog who adopted the 3 human kids. What a dumb idea for a TV show.
You people are all right. Who wants an autograph?
He's so stupid he doesn't realize how miserable he should be. I envy that.
Hey, do you know the story of the dad from the Brady Bunch?
Do I know?
So stupid he doesn't realize how miserable he should be.
the irony of that though is by the same period of time, like BoJack should realize that he has the power to make himself be happy. Like,
Yeah. I just hate the way he phrases that. Like, he should be miserable. Everybody should be miserable, and only the people that are too dumb to realize that are happy.
Wait, a story?
Yeah,
If I recall correctly, he was bringing up 3 boys of his own.
Right, but
They were 4 men living all together, but they were all alone. That is profoundly sad.
no. The story is that the guy who played the dad hated being on the Brady Bunch because he was a real actor. He considered it beneath him. Sound familiar?
That's not all that was beneath them. Gay joke. Sorry, I'm better than that.
Most people don't even get to do the Brady Bunch version of the thing they want to do with their lives. You're actually in a really good position now because you can pretty much do anything you want. You're responsible for your own happiness, you know?
Good Lord, that's depressing.
No, it's not.
I'm responsible for my own happiness. I can't even be responsible for my own breakfast. Todd!
It's trying to dump the cereal into the bowl and was just getting a couple and a couple, and then
Then he poured
adjusted
way
it a
too
little
much.
bit and dumped the entire box on the bowl.
I feel like that's so relatable though. Like, I've definitely done that before, at least as a kid. I think it's been a while, but
I did that with milk a couple of times, I think. Or I was trying to pour it into a glass or a bowl, and then it just went way over, and I was like, oh no. Whoops.
or when you fill a pan at the brim.
Regular things.
Yo.
Need help.
What would make you happy?
Well, finishing my memoir, I guess.
Is that all? I can help you with that.
Yeah? I mean, would you even want to? You have to spend a lot of time with me. You'd probably get sick of me.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No?
No, Bojack.
Okay. Well, then I guess you're hired. But don't put all that stuff about how sad I am in the book.
Oh, that doesn't count. You weren't on the clock yet.
Yeah, exactly. You're only my ghostwriter starting now. Starting now.
I just stared at a bitch's ass the whole way.
Well, no, it
Starting
was like
now.
he like looked at her like definitely like she walked by and he saw like everything. He just very blatantly was like that he was checking her out. I don't know if that was like actually that bad of a thing. I feel like people kind of do that like, all the time.
But while talking to Diane.
Yeah, that was kind of
like,
rude.
And saying this,
Nah.
people aren't allowed to know this about me.
Starting now.
As he does it as clearly as possible.
Bojack!
This guy.
Hey man, want to let you know you are out of beer. Oh, I see you met my beautiful girlfriend, Diane Nguyen.
Oh, wait a second. You drank all my beer. Also, you two are dating?
Yeah,
You're dating him.
Yes.
This is your boyfriend.
that is correct.
Uh-huh.
You are going out with you,
Uh-huh.
but in a sexual way, not just as friends.
That's right.
You have seen her naked.
Many times, yes.
You are attracted to this.
Yes.
This penis has been inside this vagina.
Yep.
But in a sexual way.
Oh, yes.
But in a sexual.
Oh my god.
Now he's puking while the
Cotton candy
Are you
that he
okay?
I'm just. I'm fine.
an absurd amount of cotton candy throw up.
Should we get someone or?
No, everything's. Oh, this is really.
As you can hear.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, God. Starting now.
There's just a huge pile. But think about it, he's a horse, so they're probably like, horses can eat so much.
Yeah. He takes it so over the top too when there's that thing that he didn't really like and wanted to make sure, like, I don't know, just cap on and like.
Yeah.
So you are going out with your boyfriend or girlfriend, but going out in a sexual way, not just as friends. Just
Yeah.
Escalating.
Making and like they both acted like it was normal. Like, yep,
Yeah.
100%, exactly. Oh,
the
very
penis has been in
sexual.
that vagina many times.
In a sexual manner, yes. Lols. Peace out, y'all. Till the next time.